Guys, Undead Nerd here, and yeah, I wanted to do this live stream because, I was bored and I'm in the house bar, so yeah, this is not a regular bar. I must say, I don't even intend to drink alcohol, but I feel like some of these are cool looking. Like, like the skull right here, I'm being careful with this as much as possible. I've grown out of my fear of, breaking things now, so I'm more confident with this. Is this supposed to be like a crystal skull or something? Huh. Something like that. So yeah, I wanted to do the stream because, I watched two movies today, Austin Powers and the Goosebumps movie. I've been on a Halloween kick lately, watching a lot of old monster movies, watching a lot of Halloween movies from my childhood. Definitely does not include Spookily the Square Pumpkin or whatever it's called, but yeah. Anyway, I also wanted this to be like a post show for I also wanted this to be like a post show for the Hell of a Boss video I did, which it's not the only one. Part 2, like I said in the pinned comment, it's going to be like a full part. It's going to be the same video, but with an extended length. Again, I did it as a cash grab, and I'm not making money on YouTube yet. But honestly, to be honest, guys, I don't feel really that productive doing YouTube. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do feel productive when I'm making a YouTube video. It's just that, I feel like I'm not productive enough. I need another job. All right, I need a part-time job. So yeah, I'll go looking for that in the summer. I want to wait until the summer because, last year of high school. So yeah, I know I look nothing like a high schooler. I look nothing like a 17-year-old. But hey. Usually 17-year-olds whine and bitch about their relationships with grown men. If you know what I mean, wink wink, Demi Lovato. So anyway, yeah, honestly, I've only got 2 people. It's most of the comments I got. I only got 2 people, criticize me from the Hell of a Boss video I made, but I don't know, I feel really fancy doing this. Yeah, I've only had 2 people criticize me from the Hell of a Boss video I made. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you find this satisfying too, don't you? And people were taking my jokes literally, but honestly, I knew that going in. Let me explain the context of the joke. Because, I'm talking about the comments in the video. The fragile fat woman comment I made, about Vivzy and her fans. The context of the joke was that they were, progressive, stuff like that. The context is that they were progressive, so that's why I did the joke. And, I'm kind of surprised no one even gave a damn to... Sorry, I thought I heard something. And if what I'm hearing is correct, someone's not supposed to be in here, but hey. And, so yeah, Blitz being a stalker and, the characters are just, and, no one is complaining about it yet, and it's a progressive fan base, and Viv is a progressive person. Of course I know that. I checked her Twitter many years ago, so yeah. It's I'm gonna say this in the video, but I'll say it right now because I'm streaming right now and I'm talking about the video right now. I admire Vizzy Pop, all right? Even if I'm not a fan of somebody's work, I admire people, all right? I admire her, the success she has, stuff like that. I was on a live stream of hers trying to scroll through because I remember her saying something about respecting the representation of a character. That's gonna be in the next video, but But it's the fact that her and the voice casts were talking about, the fact that her and the voice cast were talking about, success and support, even though I'm not the biggest fan of it, that's dialogue that makes me really proud, stuff like that. Honestly, guys, the internet kind of makes me sad. It's not because, It's just that I have a hard time relating to people personally. It's probably because I grew up in that sphere of the internet, and probably because I'm around people of that sphere the most, but I don't really find people who have the same interests as me, alright, you know? You know, like, take a look at the videos I make earlier. Like, I do stuff like alpha male movies, or kung fu movies no one else has ever heard of, like Bloodsport. But, you know, Bloodsport is my most viewed video on Media Reloaded, and, you know, I'm kind of surprised that my Mortal Kombat movie review didn't got a lot of views, because usually that content's really popular. So we'll get to Mortal Kombat in a bit, people, but yeah, you know, because of Media Reloaded, and look, I know that I'm small. I've been on YouTube since 2016, people. 2016, except the content I made when I was 12 was shit. So yeah, you know. Yeah, you never thought someone my age would be into, like, cult movies or something like that. Trust me, I've been watching a lot of movies that no one in the public eye has ever heard of. Well, yeah, people have heard of, but, you know, there's, like, just a small fan base, like... There's this movie called The Omega Man, which, fun fact about The Omega Man, it's actually an adaptation of I Am Legend, which is the Will Smith movie. It was the second adaptation. The Will Smith movie is the third adaptation of I Am Legend. I never read the I Am Legend book, but I do know that, like, this is what I heard from Brandon Tenold, like, The Omega Man shares the less, it shares the least parallels to the book, and yeah. And I also watched this movie called The Last Dragon. It's like a movie about a black kung fu artist, and the black kung fu artist, the main actor, he's awful. He's a horrible actor. And I think that's kind of what makes it good in a way. Like, I don't know, sometimes a flaw, like a major flaw, is what makes a movie better, in my opinion. That does not involve Fan 4 Stick, by the way. The movie still sucks. But, yeah. By the way, if you see a red spot on my neck, I haven't been taking care of myself, you know. I'm trying to stay out of the sun as much as possible, people, because I go outside quite a lot. So yeah, is it an alien or something? Is it an alien or is it another skull? Yep, it's an alien. Outer space. That's what the alcohol brand is called. Outer space. You can't see it, but hey, I actually kind of like the design. I think I'm gonna keep it. I think once I move out, I'm gonna take this one and the skull. But, yeah, stuff like that. But is there anything else I want to talk about? Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat 1. So, I bought Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch. I bought Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch. Yes, the graphics are awful. Yes, there's glitches where like, I don't know what that type of clothing is called. Like, they got the, again, I'm not trying to create another I Show Meat meme, but it's like the type of clothing where there's like a giant rag down your crotch and to your legs, like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's part where that gets elastic. But, yeah, and Ed Boon said recently that they're gonna fix the Switch version. They better, because, you know, I bought the Switch version so I could play it on the go. I don't know why most people choose to do, like... I mean, I have a PS5, don't get me wrong. But, I don't know why people, like... I mean, like, when it comes to me, like, if there's a Switch port, I'd rather buy that version so I can play it on the go. But it's like, you know, I'm going on a 3-week vacation outside of the country in a few years. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you know, I would love to play a game, you know, on there. So, yeah. And, so... I don't know why, but I love sharing stories about my life here on the internet, but, well, not too much life stories. I don't go into any personal struggle stuff, but, so, back in 2019, my parents got remarried. They were never divorced. They just remarried because it's for fun, and that shows that they would be married forever. And, so, we went to the Bahamas. They had a wedding there. You know, the Bahamas is a beautiful place, stuff like that. And one of our friends bought like a PS4 and he hooked it onto the Bahamas hotel television. And fun fact, so we revisited the Bahamas like last Christmas, and that same hotel that we stayed at closed, and it closed like weeks after we left, like back in 2019. This was 2019, so it closed after 2019. We had no clue about that. And then like when we went back, there was like a new hotel constructed, and the place was just sitting there all dead and stuff like that. I don't know why. I hate these no trespassing laws, but I hate these no trespassing laws, but I will say this though. Every time I see like an abandoned building, I just want to go in, you know, see what's up in the place, because there's so many videos of people. I don't know whether to know if they're fake. Hey, I tried one of these once. It was gross. Maybe I might try it again during the stream, but yeah. But it's like. I wish the Bugs and Mike's crew could come to my YouTube channel, because, or at least come to this stream right at the moment, because look what we got here. Does this bring back any memories, Luke or GCD? Jack Daniels. Mm-hmm. But yeah. I thought I was gonna burp for a second, but yeah. It's coming. I know it's coming. Much better. God, what was I talking about? I was talking about Mortal Kombat, then I moved on to something else. Oh yeah, so when it comes to Mortal, I'll just go back to Mortal Kombat until I remember what I was talking about. So my mains are Smoke and Reptile right now. They're both really fun to play as. I want to make an entire video like critiquing Mortal Kombat 1, but it's probably not going to come out till the end of the year, and I feel like videos like that should at least be like when it just came out. I don't know. That's just me, but hey. Actually, I think it was this that I tried, because it was pretty disgusting. But oh yeah, I was talking about ports. It's like, I think people choose like PlayStation or Xbox ports because they have better graphics, which I could see why, but I choose the Switch ports so I could take it on the go. And I think the PSP is now discontinued, so yeah. Part of me wants to get a Steam Deck, but I'll probably not, you know. Honestly, I barely use Steam at all anymore. I only use it if I want to play, God, what is it? Team Fortress 2? Never played that yet. I only use Steam to play Gmod. But, it's stuck up there. But yeah. I think I was talking about the Bahamas before I was talking about Mortal Kombat. But yeah, anyway, I want to pitch some ideas to people, because I know there was someone in the chat just a second ago, but and then he left because he's a dickhead. Should I try this? Did this have an expiration? Oh look, Target Corporation, Minneapolis, distributed by. Oh, that's weird. You know, what's the point in selling a drink if it's going to be gross? This is dated back in 2020. It's at 2020, the copyright, or whatever, whenever it was distributed. Ah, so that's why it tasted bad. Alright, I can't find an expiration date anywhere, but, screw it, we're gonna try it. Just kidding. But, yeah. Now, this is someone who is allowed to be in here. It's Ada, of course. Everyone knows Ada. I was talking about earlier not relating much to the internet. And it's like, I want to do like an entire video about that, or an entire spoof about that, because, yeah. Mostly because, like, most of the internet, from what I've seen, they're all into either, like, kids stuff or, you know, again, it must have been probably because I grew up around that sphere of the internet, but, yeah. It's like there is a cult sphere of the internet, but they don't have as much subscribers as Shay Frillis or something like that. And it's only a rare occurrence whenever the Nostalgia Critic, like, does a review of, like, what? It's only a rare occurrence whenever the Nostalgia Critic does a review of, like, you know, like an old adult movie, stuff like that, like I usually do. I mostly did a critiquing Hell of a Boss video because it was popular and it's free entertainment, so that's why I watched the whole show, free entertainment, so yeah. Alright, there's one person, you gonna say something? I kinda like doing this. Please tell me, baby, all this is true. It's deep down inside, all I wanted was you. And it's like, and he left. The internet is... I'm not even going to be on the internet that much longer. Not that I'm going to stop making YouTube videos, but when I say I'm not going to be on the internet that much longer, I mean that, you know, just some things don't make any sense. It's like, you know, a few months back, I did, like, reaction videos to, what is it? I did, like, cringy reaction videos to, like, a bunch of comic dubs. Hey, look, I'm an Egyptian pharaoh. Anyway, I did some cringe reactions to comic dubs, and you know, they were fun to do, but it's like, what's even the point anymore? What's even the point of being on the internet anymore if, like, you know? Because, trust me, the number one thing I hate about watching old movies, because, trust me, my type of content is very offensive. The one thing I hate about old movies is that when I watch them, when I watch them, like, there's a joke that makes me say, oh, that makes my head go, oh, they'll never do this today, or, like, my head would repeat, like, you know, the jokes like fat bastard, or, like, mini-me, stuff like that, like, my head would always repeat what those jack-offs on the internet had says, like, about making fun of people. I mean, it kind of is, but yeah, you know. I felt like 2023 was, like, a transitional year where I was starting to actually discover my beliefs. They were the same when I discovered my beliefs, but, yeah, you know, like, throughout 2022, I was questioning, and, yeah, you know. And, like, I don't even want to do political content. anymore, mostly because like it's because like I was originally gonna make a video. I actually did uploaded it, but I privatized it. Like defending as and the pronouns Starfield scandal, but just I'm not brave enough for controversy. All right, as Jeremy Nerdrotic, they're all brave enough for controversy. I'm not. All right, I have big plans for my future, and I don't want to fuck it up because a bunch of people believe that there's like millions of genders and I don't. Like, I could be on the news for saying what I just said a second ago tomorrow, but yeah. Been streaming for 20 minutes. I'm surprised nobody came in. Alright, we got this Malibu strawberry. It's cool. So anyway, what I was saying about the internet earlier is like, all the comic dubs, all the gross stuff, all the furry stuff, all the, like, what's the point of being on it anymore? That's me. It's like, it's like, I'm a movie buff for a reason. There's so much entertainment out there that is much more better than what you actually see, Does this count as a butt chin or a nutsack chin? I don't know. Fun fact, this actually is a bone for us, but yeah. Yeah, when I die, this is what I want people to recreate my face with, starting right here. But yeah. Anyway, the stream's not done, but it's like, all the stuff, like all the arguments of like ugly Disney villains are making fun of people with disabilities. It's one of the stupidest things I ever heard, and it's been having a huge downfall of me mentally, so I'm like, what's the point anymore? Alright, what's the point of the internet anymore? It's like, should I only be on the internet to watch movies or order things online now? It's like, yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna do YouTube as a job, but, I mean, I still watch YouTube from time to time, but yeah. I have to use the restroom. It's right over there, thank God. I'm back. Alright, so, yeah, 10 seconds. That's what happens when you take a piss. But yeah, this is, like, I feel like I'm an adult at heart, alright? I might be 17 years old, but I have the mental capacity of, like, a 30-year-old. I mean, it makes sense. Like, look at the stuff I'm into. Look at, like, the stuff that I know is bad for you, I hate the internet. Alright? Meow! Meow! I'm right here, kitty. Yeah, I love this cat. I love this little shit. Come here. Or just go back to the game room, okay? She's one little bugger. But yeah, it's like, I like people like Jeremy or Az, but, they have the right mental capacity to, like, fill their head with all this political stuff every day. Like, people like Ben Shapiro or Matt Walsh have the right mindset to do it, but me, I don't. I don't really. But, yeah. Oh, I was gonna pitch something. That's what I was thinking about earlier. So yeah, what do you guys think of me doing like batch reviews, like reviewing 2 or 3 movies in one video? All right, leave it in the comments if you've gotten this far, if you want to see that. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. I might do a Mortal Kombat stream somewhere down the line, but again, stuff like that. But yeah.